Hey, film lovers. Happy Saturday. I hope everyone is enjoying their weekend with some good viewing. It is the penultimate day of my BAFTA week and day 73 of the 95 days of award season posts. Today, I am talking about Frances O'Connor's biographical film, Emily. Now, while this film isn't nominated specifically for a BAFTA in and of itself, its lead actress, Emma Mackey, is nominated for the Rising Star of the Year award for her portrayal of doomed solo novelist Emily Bronte. Now, in the film, when we meet Emily, we see she is, for lack of a better term, the black sheep of her family. Moody and disconnected at times, and even channeling the Bronte sisters' dead mother during a game at one point, she doesn't just want the life of favored older sister Charlotte. Now, while O'Connor, who also wrote the film, does incorporate the limited history that we have of Emily, she also throws in a fictional romance plot between Emily and recently arrived curate William Whiteman, played very well by Oliver Jackson Cohen. What starts out as a form of disdain between the two quickly turns into agreement, French lessons, and, well, we didn't know that Emily had the bodice-ripping life that she put into Wuthering Heights, or maybe she did. The film also shows the unique relationship between Emily and her brother Branwell, an impish Fionn warhead whose dark horse spirits that are similar to hers, they tend to run in tandem. They are the closest of the four siblings, the three sisters and him. Emily and Branwell, do seem to have a similar spirit, even if their family is not the most tolerant of it. And through all these relationships, O'Connor gives us an Emily who may have been more, as I said, than some of those basic details that we have. In reality, we mostly only know that she was an unmarried woman who died shortly after creating her first and only book, Wuthering Heights. Now, in taking the cue from that novel, Emily, the film, creates a very romantic and dreamy almost landscape for our tragic writer to find herself in and stretch herself beyond the expectations for a woman of her time. Now, while all of that is well and good, and with O'Connor borrowing from the history and making the adjustments to create and craft this tale of female empowerment, this is a very good effort, and for a first film for her as a director and writer, I believe is solid. But I don't know how well it's fully executed personally for me. I mean, Mackey does a very good job carrying the whole film, and her nomination for Rising Star is very well deserved, but I feel the script at times was a little sluggish. The film, running just over 2 hours, while it's interesting to focus more on the events in her life, both the real and the imagined, and how that kind of crafted her as a writer, we don't really see much of the writer become. We kind of jump spots in her life back and forth, and through these almost anachronistic relationships that we have that the film focuses on, it's a unique and interesting approach, but it was slow moving for me. I felt that the pace just dragged and didn't fully serve the film the way that I believe the director wanted it to. And there are other critics out there who believe differently. I'm only sharing my views. For fans now of period films such as this, it will definitely be enjoyed. And especially if you are fans of Wuthering Heights, the novel, you will enjoy making comparisons, having a good time seeing how the O'Connor took elements of the novel and put them into this film. And save a few beautiful scenes. We'll say there was one very beautiful shot scene with a faceless white mask that will give chills. But aside from the beautiful visuals and the couple of scenes, Emily really wasn't for me. Maybe it's for you. I give Emily 3 out of 5 stars. The score is added by the beautiful visuals in all of the design elements, which are stunning, and Mackey and Jackson Cohen's performances. If you would like to catch Emily, it did open this weekend in theaters in limited release, and it is expanding its release next weekend as of this post today. Well, that's all I have for you today. I will see everyone tomorrow as I wrap up BAFTA week with the heartwarming Brian and Charles for day 74. Until then, this is Cinephile Mike saying, take a break and watch something new.